can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. Their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now Hunt on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Browns first down.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Browns.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Kareem Hunt.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7. Browns nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Hunt on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mayfield off the play fake. Man open, it's Goodwin. And all the way down to the 42.
Complete.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
And the Browns.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Cleveland ball carrier.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
16 yards, a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Complete.
Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch.
Into the end zone. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
For first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Touchdown, defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He was taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the 39, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes pass.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hey, check right 34. Right 34. I got you, Pop.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Oh, that was sweet.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Zerline lining up for the point after.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Mayfield tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
53-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A short kick taken at the 18. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else offense, we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 36.
Do what we do.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
22's coming, Mike. 22, Mike 22.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
And the Browns first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Clyde Edwards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Steps away to his left, and he goes out right around the 39.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this one to Galladay. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Back 22, back 22. Let's go, baby.
Mahomes now to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your own.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32.
Number 27.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are pouring it on. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. On the counter, Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's able to put it through.
Browns 45, Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 10.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
So it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Makes the score.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Sione Takitaki in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To Marquise Goodwin.
Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns continue to roll.
His kick is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chiefs 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 53 yards.
15-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense.
Leading them, which is often the case. But by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time, this was a defense that was well prepared.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that is incomplete here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late scoop. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Max 22, Max 22. Check back.
One final try from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after, but of little consequence in the ending as this one's now over. Chiefs. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Browns, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Diving in this pool.